feed.
It's nonstop, yo.
Inundated. We're all laughing because I was joking around before about how this has never happened before in internet history.
Yes.
I literally believe sincerely, and I mean this, and you thought that I was being hyperbolic.
I don't.
I'm not.
I don't.
He is showing up on my feed non-fucking stop.
Dude.
I'm not clicking on it. It's just next video is him in that accent, which I don't know what the fuck country that is.
I'll be trying to figure that shit out too.
And the entire media is attacking him on a daily basis. Buy the special, motherfucker. Buy the special. Real talk.
Here's what's crazy. I've been seeing him on TikTok.
TikTok. Do you know what I'm saying?
He everywhere, yo. He unstoppable.
Instagram.
His YouTube shorts.
Instagram, YouTube shorts.
You're wearing your YouTube shorts right now. You were talking about. You got your YouTube shorts on right now.
Oh, fuck you. All I'm trying to say is Hunter Biden got.
No, he's undeniably funny. You can't even act like a guy not funny.
He's funny. Yeah,
he's funny, bro.
If he's playing in your city, go see him. Watch his show. Just let him see that you support him, because right now he's being surrounded by people in this industry who are letting him know that he has to apologize, who are letting him know that people, Jimmy Fallon talking about people coming and crying for his Me Too comment. So it is important that he see that you guys are out there. And I know he'll probably play it off and he'll probably be embarrassed by the support, because this right now to me is the most egregious, blatant example of the left taking someone out for using their words. Worse, taking a comedian out for using his words.
Have you seen the guy who does YouTube videos and he like breaks down comedians acting like he just doesn't acting like they're great, and it's almost like a scientific breakdown of jokes?
Yeah.
He goes through Chris D'Elia's, and it is so fucking funny. He just destroys him. He oh my god.
Oh, good. Okay.
He's like, see, right here, he's repeating it so that people know that he's making a joke, which is very effective. You can tell he's a seasoned comedian because he said it 4 to 5 times to get people laughing, and he's laughing, which is
yes, it's so good. Chris D'Elia, the reason, if you're wondering why we're making fun of him, is because he has sex with children.
If I see another person who's done stand-up for 3 years, it's like, my special's coming out in 2 weeks. I'm gonna fucking go. I'm pissed, dude.
I do teach piano lessons as well.
Oh yeah? Oh, you're a teacher? Oh yeah? Whoa. He's all like, I'm a teacher. Oh my God, there's so many trash comedians. I can't even fucking believe it.
And like the whole crew's like, yes, Myles, like, yes. And Myles is like, just doing God's work here.
No, come on, he did not say that.
Yeah,
he did not say that.
No, he did. He said, just doing
I don't think he has any like unironic fans. Like I said, his entire community just makes fun of him. It's amazing.
One of the things that I think is interesting about this is that, you know, this is the third one of these videos that they released. And the first one, there was tremendous outrage. Second one, tremendous outrage. And that's when YouTube said, we're not going to let you post these videos.
I went and saw him at the Palladium about a year or two ago. And it was one of the worst shows I've ever seen. And one of my friends, another comic that I respect a lot, gave him a standing ovation. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And he was like, I understand why you feel the way you do, but I just love seeing the act. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. What was bad about that? It was aggressively corny.
It's tricky too, responding to a crowd like that too, because you have to be funny, but you can't be too mean, right? You can't hit a fly with a sledgehammer.
It's one of the best stupid, poor comedians working today, for sure.
I just really encourage this group to think carefully about this sad attempt at humor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jokes Explained by an Expert Live. I am Myles Anderson. I'm a professional joke explainer. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today on the stream. Welcome back. Had a slight break for classified government reasons. Thanks for the 69 bits. Casket, Bush, Ginkgo, Bonsai, Kink Shaman coming in with the funniest number in the alphabet. Turn that down a little bit there. Funniest number in the alphabet, 69. Guys, we have a very special video today. I'm going to start right out with it. I don't know if you saw the news. This is all over the fake news media, CNN, TMZ. MSNBC. Rachel Maddow's talking about this. Classic. Now let's take a look over here to my second screen. Make sure you get your bingo cards. 3 minutes. If you're new here, we play stand-up bingo. If you get a bingo, and you can only play on Twitch. If you get a bingo, you get to link a link in the chat of a video of something you think needs to be explained as to why it's funny, and I'll do my best. Look at this, guys. Headphones on.
Well, let me just see. We skim through. All right, I found this channel I like. That it's called The Bachelors of Music and the Professional Joke Explainer. Myles Anderson. He goes through like Tony Hinchcliffe or other people's like specials and explains each joke. It's really funny. Also, if you're a big fan of Winamp, like,
and there it is. There it is. King Shaman, thank you for the 100 bits. This is the legend, Vic Berger. Vic Berger, I don't know if you know Vic Berger. He's a great man. Very funny editor. Been making a lot of great edits throughout the years. And I'm honored to be mentioned in his presence, but also so glad that he is following the channel and learning that why people like Tony are funny, why people like Brendan are funny, why people like Brian Callen is funny. I think that Vic and Tim really kind of don't understand why those guys are super funny. So really glad that they're following the channel now and staying attuned and learning to laugh, honestly. Learning to laugh. If you guys don't know Vic Berger, let me give you... Thank you, Travis Gravity. Thank you for the donation. Let's take a quick look at a Vic Berger video just to give you guys context of what we're talking about here. It's masterful work. This was me and Brian when we saw Vic mentioned us. This is me and Brian being mentioned on office hours. Celebrated, went bowling. That's us. That's me and Brian. Thank you, Vic. Thanks for watching. Please continue to mention us. Casket Butch, thank you for the bits. All right. Now, let's get your bingo cards. Now, because we missed Gutfeld Monday, we're going to be... I found some stand-up clips, some Gutfeld adjacent stand-up material that might slake your thirst for Gutfeld, which I know you guys are pent up for that Gutfeld. So let me see what I got here. The bingo cards are bingo's being locked down right now. So if you don't have your card, you better get it in the next 5 seconds. Let me look here. Now I've got a lot of, honestly, way more not stand-up stuff than stand-up stuff. But, oh, this will be a good one. Okay, 15 players, excellent. Bingo has started. So Rob Schneider's in the news right now for getting divorced. So it's always good to be in the news. Whenever I hear someone's in the news for whatever reason, I always check out their stand-up. So get your bingo cards ready. Let's see. There's I always watch Fox Nation stand-up. Oh God, is this gonna block the stream though? I haven't really checked. Maybe I should save this one for later. Let's start out. Let's start blurry. I don't think comedians and speakers booking agency has a robust DMCA. So this comedian is named Dan Ninen, one of the most successful comedians in the world. The only reason this video is blurry is because it's been watched so many times. It's like a VHS, right? YouTube videos sort of lose resolution over time because they get worn out. And that's what's happened here.
Again, terrific. Here we go. Dan Ninen.
So you're probably wondering, what race is that guy anyway?
Boom. There we go. I'm race. Where is that? Which number is that one? I forget. Somebody with a bigger screen, help me. Race pandering? 31? Thank you. I'm race. Thank you. First joke bingo. Of course, and he gets a big laugh because he defuses the situation because he knows. So that's the advantage of having an ambiguous race, right? Because as soon as people see you, the tension has been created. Because we here in the United States, if we can't pinpoint your race, it kind of makes us nervous. We don't really know how to treat you. So we're kind of thinking, oh man, what is this guy? And then, when they say right off the top, they know that that's what we're thinking. Big laugh. Thank you, Blacklight District. Big laugh. And look at that. He's already been up there he said, just one simple throwaway line. Applause break, rolling laughter in the theater. Guys, one of the best.
All right, my dad is from India, and my mom is from Japan. I get my sushi from 7-Eleven.
That's excellent. Okay, race pandering. Boom, boom. Excellent stuff. Asian stereotype. Sushi. Asian people love sushi. Brown people stereotype. 7-Eleven. We're doing it, guys. Specific culture. You know what? I'll give Japan a specific culture. We're doing it. We're getting bingo fast. Fast food. So yeah, fast food. 7-Eleven. Hey, was that did the crowd shot guy find some Asians? That's fast. That's a skill people don't realize. The crowd facing camera guy, he has to kind of have a mental map of where all the different races are in the crowd so he can snap to them fast. Yeah, A+ camera work for sure.
I'm like Harold and Kumar.
Harold and Kumar. That's a neat little bit of name comedy there, and a TV show recap. Guys, this guy's unbelievable. Dan Ninen slamming this out of the park.
I mean, my mom is so Japanese that when I was born, I came out cordless.
And look at the clever cuts to the various Asians in the crowd. God, this is A1 cinematography here. They should have an award at the Oscars for fastest race recognizing. Excellent work here. So the joke is that Japanese companies make cordless devices. This is from a long time ago, before things were made in China.
So I'm driving with my parents one day, and we see these cows grazing in a field. So my dad says, now, there is a word that can have a lot of different meanings.
Great accent. We knew this was going to happen. And he has now an opportunity for multiple accents. God, just, man, the privilege.
Graze, for example. For example, a cow can graze. And then I say, or you can be grazed by a bullet. And then my mom says, or, it's a kind of a donut.
Do you get that? That was a woman voice. Yep. Did you get that? Grazed. So that's a joke about the Japanese accent. They often have trouble saying the L's. So glazed is easy for a native English speaker, but someone who speaks Japanese might say grazed. So that's a joke about the accent. I mean, this is called joke density, guys.
Did anybody not get that? Now, I told that joke, it's a true story, by the way. I told that joke at a show for 5,000 Japanese people. Nobody got it.
Humble brag, doing jokes for 5,000 Japanese people. Nobody got it. Yeah, probably because they speak Japanese.
They come up to me afterwards like, you're very funny, Mr. Daniel-san. But we don't understand the players don't have to joke. Well, you know, it's the L and the R, right? No, please explain.
Oh, bam. Boom. Slam dunk.
And the Japanese aren't exactly known for showing their emotions. This is how they laugh. And when I first came out on stage, I said, all right, make some noise. Who here is from Japan? And 5,000 people went. I called up my parents one day, and they said they were gardening. I said, gardening? Why don't you just hire a couple of immigrants to do the gardening? My dad says, a couple of immigrants are doing the gardening.
Boom. Fast. And look at that. And then they they quick cut to a couple of immigrants.
I hated making my bed when I was a kid. I still hate making it. And I asked my dad one morning, you know, Pop,
Mexican
why
syrup?
do I
Yeah.
have to make my bed? It's just going to get messy again. And he says, why should you wipe your bottom?
This lady's crying, guys. Dan Ninen murdering one of the best comedians. Poo. You're right. That is a poo joke.
People always tell me your
even the whites are laughing.
dad is from India and your mom is from Japan, so that makes you half Asian. And where do they think India is? Antarctica? %20 of American school children can't find Earth.
Location comedy, yep.
On a map of Earth. But I'm just glad my parents gave me an easy to pronounce name like Daniel Ninen.
Sure.
Instead of some weird combination Indian-Japanese name like
Young people are
Sanjay
lazy, yeah.
Hajimoto. Or Mahatma Mitsubishi.
Oh, man. So Mitsubishi's a famous Japanese company. That's the joke there. Because Mitsubishi famously manufactured the Zero and other aircraft for the Japanese Imperial Army. Very successful company.
So do we have any Indian folks here tonight? Okay, thank you very much.
So the crowd work. What? Yeah. Audience polling. We're getting to it all, guys.
I mean, Indian people try to simplify their names to make them easier for Americans to pronounce. My name is Bale Krishna Krishnamurti Pratap Sankara Subramanian Gupta. But you can call me Chuck. And my uncle, on the Indian side's a little racist himself. I mean, he actually tells me, if my daughter marries someone who is not from our part of India, I will commit suicide. Then I will kill my daughter.
Okay, great setup. About that joke is you can't, you can't kill yourself and then someone else. So the guy is confused there.
And there's signs of racism everywhere. I have these friends in New Jersey, and they don't want their kids to hang out with white people. They're Indian, and I'm thinking, with an attitude like that, why move to America? Why not just stay in India? I don't have a joke there. I just want to get that off my chest.
Man, God, must feel good.
Yeah, there's subtle signs of racism.
Political rant, yes.
The piano over here. I mean, 88 keys, 51 white, only 37 black.
Great observation. That's a Bachelors of Music joke right there. I never even thought of that the whole time when I was learning piano. I never thought how racist it is. Crazy. Great observation, 27.
And the white keys are all together and touching each other. And the black keys are all separated by white keys.
Oh man, this is great
something
stuff.
as simple as a pool table or billiards. The object of the game is for the white ball.
Oh, they're already laughing.
To drive the black ball off the table.
Black people stereotype, yes.
And then when the black ball's gone, it's like game over.
White people stereotype, classic. Yep. We got both of them. This is
but
excellent.
Whitey returns again and again. The only game that is not racist is bowling. Because the black ball gets to knock down 10 whiteys.
Are bowling balls black? I don't think I've seen a black bowling ball. It's good to know.
And they all have red necks.
Nice.
So anyway, look, America's a great melting pot, and this room is evidence of that, but there are certain ethnicities that you will never see in certain occupations. Hello, you are reaching the New York City office of a Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, man, that's so funny. Yeah, Ku Klux Klan always going to have a classic white accent. That is not the accent.
Our office is located in Chinatown and Harlem. If you don't like a black people, press 1. If you don't like a Jew, press 2. Para Español, oprima número 3.
Bill, the screaming.
My name is Alexander Madden. Thank you very much.
Just a froth. A froth. I don't think I've seen a comedian kill like that on this channel. I don't think I've ever seen anyone kill like that before. That was absolutely spectacular. You noticed all the different races. He is two races as well. So that's just so much material there. So many access to so many accents, free of cancellation. Absolutely incredible. That's just such great race comedy. All right, well.
Yeah, I feel good, yeah. I feel healthy, you know. The secret to traveling is just alcohol and drugs, you know. If you do enough of that, you won't worry about the pain. I consider it a church. These are the churches, these are the worshipers, and we go from church to church doing our gospel.
Put your hands together for Jeff Dye!
Good to be here. This is exciting.
Way less of... Now, let's see if he can kill as hard as Dan Ninen. Because that's a high bar.
It's very exciting to be performing indoors. It's been a weird year, and it's nice to just have indoors, is what I'm happy about. I was ahead of the curve on not supporting this whole pandemic thing.
Hey, that's important. It's important. I know you guys, we here at the channel, we did not support the pandemic. Do you guys remember when all those people went door to door with clipboards asking us if we support the pandemic or not? And I was like, actually, no. I am anti-pandemic. And it was a hell of a stance to take. A lot of the liberals were pro-pandemic. Don't forget.
Well, the way I handle it is I just went to countries that didn't
Medical
care
fact,
about the
yes.
pandemic. So that's how I dealt with it. I just, from day one, I was like, all right, I'll go to the countries that don't care. I went to Florida, Texas, Mexico. Mexico was definitely the most gangster about the pandemic also. I don't know if you've been to Mexico. It was, they don't care at all. I landed in Mexico. I was like, you want me to wear this mask? They're like, why? I was like, you didn't hear? There's like a whole thing going on. And he was like, dude, we're still dealing with pirates. You think we give a shit about COVID? My wife's been missing since March, you prick, all right? I was like, all right, could have said no mask. All right. I don't know, it was great. Mexico is the most fun place. I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but there's no rules or laws or anything.
Okay, this is just a little joke about how Mexico's a total shithole. And we've known that for a long time. It's just something we all laugh about. We've already covered Mexican stereotype on the bingo though, so let's hope he gives us something else here.
You get pulled over.
You know, maybe a little bit of remember comedy here.
Drunk driving, and the cops are like, all right, give me your shoes. You're like, all right, yeah. It's insane. It's the most crazy. But I was on the beach with a woman in Cabo, and I said the F word out loud because I'm a grown-up, right?
Hey, did you guys, during the pandemic, did you guys all just go on vacation for a year or two? Because, you know, that's a bit of a humble brag as well.
So we could say
comedian fucks. Oh, yeah.
All the words we want because we're grown-ups. I say the F word out loud, and this Mexican guy starts yelling at me. Right? I go, fuck. And he goes, hey, man, amigo, hey. I was like, ah. He goes, you can't be cursing. There's families around and babies on the public beach. It's a public beach. White guy, look, baby, baby, baby,
Can't
family,
say fuck,
family.
yeah.
You're saying the F word on the public beach in front of the families and the babies? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And he's like, it's okay. What was all that about?
Great accent.
He's like, you want to buy some cocaine? I was like, what? Where am I? What is this, heaven? I like Mexico, though, because you can drink as much as you want and nobody gets mad at you. All right? That's my most favorite part. I tried getting a drink in America after 2 a.m. They'll yell at you. Not Mexico. You could be humping a pop machine at 4 a.m. and they'd be like, get him some shots. You're like, I was so drunk in Mexico, I looked like the dude from Mortal Kombat
Drinking
when
story.
it says finish him. I was just like...
Great reference to Mortal Kombat, the video game that came out 40 years ago today. We already covered online video recap. Don't know if we have video game reference here.
One night I drank way too much, and I lost my group. I don't know if you've ever had that happen, where you just lose your group. It's very embarrassing. Just wandering a foreign country, no one cared.
You know, you might argue that was body comedy right there.
One night I drank.
Yeah.
Mexico, I looked like the dude from Mortal Kombat.
That's body
when it says
comedy.
finish
Excellent
him,
grab.
just like...
Excellent. Look at this. The audience is remembering that video game. He's visualizing it perfectly here. And he's weaved this all into a drinking story. So he's got so many bingo cards going at once. The crowd just can't believe it.
I drank way too much, and I lost my group. I don't know if you've ever had that happen, where you just lose your group. It's very embarrassing. Just wandering a foreign country, no one cared. No one's looking for me. I just found myself at some bar, I don't know how. It was just me and 6 old Mexican guys dancing. I was like, all right. Just dancing with each other. I'm like, where's all the senoritas? And they're like, we don't know. I was like, all right. And then I thought that I had to burp.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Not proud of it, pretty gross. Thought a burp was coming.
24.
Was expecting air, just going, and then puke. I puked. Puked on the ground, I puked on my shirt. It was very embarrassing. A lot of puke, lot. Bartender saw me puke and he goes, amigo! And I was like, oh no. He goes, you want another drink? I was like, no. This is the inside of my body on the outside of my body. It's probably a good time to call it. And I'm not making this up. He goes, okay, maybe just some wine then. I was like, what's happening here? I asked the old Mexican guys I was dancing with, I was like, why would he offer me wine when he just saw me puke all over?
It's a long story.
And they made it sound like it was normal. They took his side. They tried to make it sound like it's normal by doing those drinking sayings. You guys know these? It's like beer before liquor. Never said, right? You guys all know. But
Bill says, is this an homage to Burst the Machine? That's a very astute observation. Drinking stories, I mean, the Machine is like that's the peak. That is the best drinking story ever told, probably in human history. And this is sort of in that vein. But he's adding more accents. And it's a little bit different pace. And he has his shirt on, which is a distinct difference. I feel like that's what takes the Machine to the next level, is the shirt being off, and of course, sort of the fantasy element as well.
he must not have known it because he goes, no, beer before wine, you'll be fine. I was like, no. No. No, it's not true just because you made it rhyme. That's not... We're not wizards. You could just go home tonight, like, have sex holding the magnet, you can't get pregnant. You're like, no, that's not... Don't try that. Yeah, things aren't true because they rhyme. Even the one you guys knew, beer before liquor, never, that's not real. I hope you're not at the bar going, how does it go, honey? Is it wine? Is it beer? Is it I don't know how. No, that's not how science works. It's not like you're gonna get hammered tonight and then you wake up with a hangover and be like...
You know, hopefully he's not going to talk about science because he does not support the pandemic, right? Only science elitists supported the pandemic and were cheering it on. So hopefully he's going to make fun of science at this point.
Like, man, I should have done that in a different order. That's not how it works. If those sayings were real, they would go, beer before liquor, pee the futon.
Pee.
Whiskey before vodka, how'd my car get in the yard? tequila before tequila. Turns out my friend Chris is gay. Right? That's how. That's how I found out. You know what I'm saying?
Casket Butch, congratulations. We've been edging this bingo for a while. I could feel it in the air. I knew we were gonna have a bingo soon. Congratulations on the bingo. Get your link in the link. And we're gonna have a full 10-minute interlude because I've got some videos. Some Gutfeld adjacent videos we have to watch. Congratulations, Casket Butch. Get me that link and let's get this bingo going again. Let me know when you got that link. I've got. Now, what am I going to watch? Someone else get that link. Holy shit. When did he donate already? Donate link to chat. Oh my god. And then let's see who was first. Gordo was first.
I've been here.
I'm trying to pay attention. He was first. He was first with the trigger. Satella Disco. Better luck next time. Hopefully. I'm blessing your bingo. Hopefully, if you've got a good spicy link. Now, let's look. Oh. Now, let's just take a little skim through Gutfeld Town. Fox News scares me, though. This is the best of Tom Shalhoub doing Joe Biden. I think we're going to... There's something here I wanted to watch. Okay, I just want to know why Tyler Fisher was kicked off Gutfeld.
Comedian, actor, writer, content creator, and today's video will not be funny.
It's important to let people know, but you don't know. Hey, is he? That would be very sarcastic, right? Saying this video is not going to be funny is kind of a good setup to making a funny video. Honestly, I'm ready to laugh.
Don't think. Maybe you'll find it funny, but the subject matter to me is quite serious, quite alarming. And the purpose of my video, I have 3 reasons for making this video. One is I am seeking a defamation lawyer for a false claim about me. 2, I'm letting you know, if you're a fan of Gutfeld, if you hadn't seen my Twitter post about it, or a few interviews, that I have been canceled, seemingly
unbelievable,
a permanent cancellation from the Greg Gutfeld talk show, where I was a regular recurring guest.
What?
Now, this is...
Oh man, getting canceled from Gutfeld, that's tough. What did he do? You know, there's some red lines you can't cross on Gutfeld. Like, you're not allowed to not laugh at Greg. You gotta laugh at Greg's jokes. If you don't, I mean, you're just kind of asking to be canceled there. But let's hear, what's the accusation? What's going on?
Not a reactive video. This is not an instinctual, emotional, reactional video. The events that I'm going to explain happened in January, so it's almost October at this point. We're looking at something like 9 months ago. So the reason I'm doing this is because I don't let people make up false claims about me, about who I am, and about my behavior.
Thank you.
And the reason I was canceled from Greg Gutfeld, and this might all sound absurd, and it is absurd. I asked somebody out for coffee at the Fox News network. This person agreed to get coffee, seemed interested. She gave me her number. And seemingly,
oh my
somebody
God,
on that floor observed this and decided to label a coffee invitation.
Was this Kat Timpf?
As harassment. And they made a very grave mistake of reporting this to the press. In lies my need for a defamation attorney. So, for starters,
what's the timeline here? Also, it's important when you're going to ask, if you're going to ask a lady out on a date, it's important to do so in the presence of your attorney. Especially at the Fox News network, where there's been a lot of great men taken down by just being interested guys.
when I get somebody's phone number, I take a screenshot of the contact as I put it into the phone. And that's because sometimes you put your phone in your pocket and the phone number deletes, or who knows, anything could happen. It's really just backup. So I have irrefutable evidence that the claim I'm about to read to you, which is perhaps the most trivial, benign, fake Me Too accusation I've ever heard of in my entire life. So the whole situation, not gonna lie, I kind of lost my mind for a few months.
I bet, do you think Fauci's behind this? Because I bet you anything Fauci's behind this.
Because of the absurdity. Now, after I got this woman's phone number, who showed interest in going out for coffee, security escorted me out and said, "You've been reported for harassment." Now, all the press I've talked to are on the same page as me. Even Tim Pool, to his credit, reported on this without even talking to me and nailed it on the head. Somebody who observed this made up their own false claim this was harassment. And that's, in my
Tim Pool, you know, Tim Pool's always got your back.
Estimation, exactly what happened. And I'm going to read to you what they told the press. And take this journey with me. Now, I told the press, I asked the woman out, we exchanged numbers, and that was it. Because they actually reversed the scenario. Instead of me giving my phone to her, which happened, now they have to make something up. And they said, I grabbed the phone from her. Okay. What man in the right mind would ask a woman out, grab the phone, force his number in? Now, and I can prove that by my ticket sales and by the fact that Greg asked me to open for him, be the opening act in arenas, not in little comedy clubs, not in theaters, arenas.
Arenas. God, yeah. So this is totally a conspiracy. Obviously, he was getting too successful, and that's what happens in America, right? If you're a man and you become too successful, there's a real fucking target on your face. There's a real fucking target. Hey, ever since the Bachelors of Music hit 1,000 subscribers, I have withdrawn from public life. You're not gonna find me out there because there's women waiting to take me down, no matter where I go, because they know I'm a big payout. They know. And they're out there trying to seduce you. God, I'm so afraid of clicking on gut-filled links. Fox News links. Jesus. Did you guys hear the news about this?
The big one. Kill Tony. I'm not. You guys are. Some of you fans, no?
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
You guys are so lackadaisical because let me explain something to you. All right, the first time I said kill Tony, they all went, "Are you serious right now?" Dude, kill Tony? Oh my God! They were like, "You gotta tell us when you're gonna kill Tony." I think Mike was really losing. Mike was really losing his.
That's the common response. Basically, going on Kill Tony is the 21st century equivalent of winning a Nobel Prize. I mean, you are going to be seen by most people on planet Earth. You're going to be instantly you're going to get a cash injection. You're going to get round A funding for your startup. I cannot emphasize how important it is to have Tony Hinchcliffe call you gay. It's like being knighted. It's like being, back when in the Tonight Show era, Johnny Carson give you a thumbs up or ask you to sit on the couch. Now, Tony Hinchcliffe will call you a queer or a gay or a dumb piece of shit. That's basically, I mean, that's your ticket.
It's not about Kill Tony. My daughter was like, Dad, you better be ready. Oh my God, it's my favorite show. I call Ira Dean. Ira Dean's like, oh man, I want to be on Kill Tony. Man, you so like. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Tony Hinchcliffe is such, in my opinion, always a class act, extremely funny, and I'm not just saying that. He's asked me multiple times, like, Jim, I really would like to have you on the show. And he was so kind. It's a little weird. It's not weird for me.
Always a class act.
But like he's much younger, and those guys like, man, when you the Comedy Central stuff, and when you started stand-up comedy, and we were watching you, it's because I don't feel I'm not in the game anymore. Does that make sense? And let me tell you something. I'm definitely nervous. All right. And when I say nervous, I'm just not sure what to expect. Because I've seen clips and I'm prepping.
This is so cool. Check out Jim Brewer on Kill Tony, guys. 16 players for bingo. Let's check out what Gutfeld fucking canceled off his show. We're just watch a little bit of Tyler Fisher stand up for stand up bingo, and I'll try to explain this video. Yeah, that's what I love about Jim Brewer, is that he can take a simple premise like I did Kill Tony and put out a 27-minute long special. And you guys might not be thinking, Myles, this isn't a special. This is just him talking. A person talking for around half an hour is called a comedy special. So sorry, but that's what this is here. 18 players. Let's do it. And here he is. Jared Leto. Sorry, Tyler Fisher.
You couldn't put any black people in the front? What's going on? You trying to get me canceled? We got a whole table of black people. Why? And behind the camera? Turn that camera around. I want you on that guy the whole time, okay?
Okay. Hey, man, this is such a coincidence. Weren't we just discussing how important it is for the crowd work guy to see the different races in the crowd? Tyler Fisher's a pro. He works in comedy. He knows you got to have a camera trained on as many races as you can. Not only to absolve you of the things you say on stage, because you could be like, hey, the Indian guy was laughing. But also just because for the algorithm, right? You have black man reacts to jokes. Chinese lady loses her mind laughing at this one, and then the algorithm will send those jokes and reactions to those groups of people, which represent hundreds of millions of users on the internet. This is called stand-up comedy 101, where you study recommendation algorithms and tailor your set to the computer.
Hey, who fucking is producing this?
Tonight, he is self-producing his own comedy special. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Tyler Fisher.
There he goes.
All right, hello. Hi, thank you, wow. Okay, thank you.
Humble brag, yeah.
Man, it's just nice to see.
I can't. Okay, please, just indulge me for 1 second here. Oh man, I'm glad you can't see me type. I mean, is this not this guy? Is this not what we're looking at here? Is this not the look? I mean, a little bit. A little bit. Okay. This is the look. I think he's going for a little bit of Jared Leto. A lot of comics look like this when they're canceled. But if you remember from the movie Blade Runner 2049, Jared Leto, very successful guy. Wallace Corporation, very successful guy. Can't be canceled. Same with this guy. Uncancelable. Just like David Lucas.
It's nice to see your faces. It's good to see your face. Not all of you. Some of you should really keep the masks on. It's about 50-50, you know? You remember forgetting your mask? Early on in the pandemic, you get on the subway, no mask. It was like having your cock just hanging out. You're like, oh my God, I'm sorry. How many kids have I exposed?
43.
Sorry to all the grandparents on the subway. How's that? You remember people would do shit like that? They'd walk down the street and see you and go, oh.
So funny. And, you know, this is a certain kind of, I wouldn't say it's a sub-genre of comedian, but there's brave comics like Tyler Fisher and, I'll give you a funny scene on that one. And Jeff Dye and Jim Brewer and comedians that just like, they point out at how silly we acted during the pandemic, right? Everyone was so afraid, and in retrospect, it was for no reason. Nobody died. People got a little bit of a cold, and everyone overreacted. You know, pandemic, climate change, wealth inequality. These are all things that people were super upset about 10 years ago. And now we can all just laugh about it and realize that those are all not problems. And it's time to just fuel up the truck and start tailgating people again, because life goes on. Shamani died. So sorry to hear that. Rest in peace, my friend. Shit's on the venue,
like
yes.
They just saved your whole family. Okay, thank you. Is that how they have sex? They forget a condom? They're like, oh, just take a piece of paper and just hold it over a little bit. Babe, we don't need a condom. I have a Chinese-made medical-grade piece of cloth here. Droplets can't get through. It's so funny to see how every state handled COVID differently. I just toured, man. I was in Texas. They're like, man, if you get COVID here in Texas, the doctor will kiss you on the mouth, cup your balls, and whisper in your ear, it's in the Lord's hands now. Get back out there. Then I go to LA, they're like, I was in jail for 9 weeks for sneezing near a baby. I don't understand.
Do you guys remember when they were jailing people in LA for not wearing masks? A lot of people don't talk about that. It's important to remember. This is why I go to comedy shows. The comedian reminds me of what actually happened. Women are annoying, yes, and a woman voice. Boom, boom. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that was a white woman there.
I'm not a fan of war, but if it wasn't for the war, we would, we'd be on our third wave right now. So we gotta credit where credit's due. I don't know. It's kind of weird timing, right? It's weird timing. If that war didn't happen, Fauci would still be on the TV right now. Dr. Fauci, you said 2 weeks to flatten the curve. What I actually said was we are too weak to flatten the curve. It's not. It's disinformation and misinformation.
Okay, Fauci. Is that a specific cultural stereotype there? Italian?
If it wasn't for the war, he'd be on TV right now explaining why we need our 30th shot. You know, the first shot really is just to loosen up the vein.
The war, yes.
And sort of get it ready for the second, third, and fourth dose.
The props. The prop. Holy shit. Is this old? I believe this is old. Yeah, this is 3 years ago. There's a more recent one that I am saving for the full treatment, if you will.
The 5th, 6th, and 7th are really to create a FISA community within the body so that the 8th, 9th, and 10th feel seen and heard. 11 and 12 are just placebos, and since 13's an unlucky number, we go right to 14 through 20.
And this lady loves it too. And it's just so good. We can come together and laugh at the medical community after the pandemic. I will never go to the doctor again after all that debacle. I'll tell you that much, guys. I mean, give me a fucking break.
When you're gonna want to switch it up and get a J&J or AstraZeneca to create some diversity so that the immune system doesn't get canceled.
Yeah, so, okay. So the joke here, to explain why this is so funny, is that he's just making a joke about how many vaccines the government tried to force us to take during the pandemic, when comedians know the right amount of vaccines is maybe 1, maybe 2. But the fucking nerd doctors, the elites, people who are making tons of money off the pandemic, you know, they forced you to take tons of them. They didn't ask comedians. They didn't ask political commentators how many vaccines we should take. They just fucking made it up based on, again, probably profits. So.
Yeah. Once 110% of the country is vaccinated, then we can dig up the deceased, revaccinate them, then individually vaccinate every sperm in the country so babies come out pre-protected. And then as far as reopening, once we end racism, get Putin out of power, start up Will Smith and Johnny Depp's career again, we could start thinking about the idea of pondering the possibility of conceptualizing the notion of reopening around Christmas 2059, but I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Come.
Yeah, all right,
there was definitely come there in the beginning, yeah.
I think when Dr. Fauci's fucking his wife and he's about to come, he goes, "I'm about to spread my drop."
Oh.
Here comes the viral load.
I'll give you body comedy for that one.
Something I always wondered. I didn't handle the pandemic very well. Guys, I'm 19 years old, just to give you an idea of... wreaked havoc on me. Before the pandemic, I was clean shaven. I was like 9 inches taller. I come out of this thing looking like Kurt Cobain fucked Zach Galifianakis. That's my, it's my great reset.
Oh man, see, that's a great joke. That's a classic I look like. So that premise, I look like this guy fucked this guy, or this thing fucked this thing, or I look like a Temu this, or a wish.com that. That's a classic premise used, I think, 1 million times an hour on the internet. And Tyler Fisher knows that the crowd has heard this premise and that they will know how to react appropriately because they have been trained for this. That's so great.
I don't look good. You can't wear a suit when you look like... I look like a fucking homeless guy just found $100 on the ground. Just like...
If he says I look like Jared Leto from Blade Runner 2049, please.
You know what's great about looking homeless is homeless people no longer ask me for money on the street. It is such a vacation. Really frees up even if they ask me, I just out homeless them, you know, like, excuse me, could I some money? I'm like,
Poor people, yep. 46.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That's what you got to do. There's no cops.
Applause break. Applause break for that. Yeah, drug story, maybe. I mean, visually, yeah. I mean, we already checked off body comedy. That's great. But yeah, applause break for the homeless overdose act out there. Again, you know, if this was outside the context of a comedy club, one might imagine as quite a tragic scene. But in a comedy club, this is where people get to let loose, right? They get to finally laugh about the stuff that they've always thought is funny, but have not had permission to laugh about it yet. So comedians give permission to laugh about funny things like the pandemic was a fake conspiracy and homeless people, they just die all the time and it's fine.
In New York anymore, you got to protect yourself. Everything's about politics.
Self-deprecation, yes.
It's funny, people don't even know my politics based on my appearance,
comedy.
right? Like, I could be a barista at a fancy cafe or the leader of QAnon, and nobody knows. How great is that? The far left and the far right have come so far, they just look exactly the same. I'll look like the CEO of hunting. Right? You don't know I wasn't at the Capitol. Picture a little face paint. You don't know I wasn't that guy that stole Nancy Pelosi's podium.
January 6th, white people stereotype.
What if we get into a civil war, which seems probable?
Political rant 44.
How are we even going to know who's on what side? Each side is going to have like their own like very obscure questions only one side would know, right? Like some far left guy sees a guy who looks just like him. He's like, hey, put the gun. You on our side? You a lefty? You Antifa? Don't shoot, man. I'm a lefty. I'm on your side. Yeah. What's a macchiato? I know. It's a small fox. God damn it. What are your preferred pronouns? He, her, who, what, when, where, why, beep, bop, god damn.
Beep, bop, boo. Beep, bop. This guy has, let me just, now, you know, it's obviously very political. And we're all very right-wing here on the channel, so we're all enjoying this a lot. But this guy, just to remind you, almost 500,000 subs here, right? So almost half a million subscribers. You know, so that means he's good at this.
The far right, they'd have their questions too, right? Hey, put the gun down. No, their guns would be way bigger. Who am I kidding? Put the fucking gun down. Put it down. I got 6 billion rounds. Answer me this.
This is an advanced mic technique, hey? Holy shit. This is, we've seen this, we've seen the mic stand has been humped. It's been used as a cane. It's been used as a penis. First time I think I've seen it used as a gun. Extended mic slap technique. Prop comedy. Location comedy. Give you guys that one.
What's the best knife to use to skin a deer? Yeah, I really don't believe in eating man.
Very Jim Breuer. Can you guys see the Jim Breuer influence here? It's kind of like that constantly burning rage that is then acted out in a very funny way on stage through, you know, very dramatic body movements. I'll give you 21 too. This is just remarkable stuff. Remarkable stuff here.
Look at him. Fucking vegan so right.
King Shaman says, I'm literally crying with laughter. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a sip of some water.
I'm gonna have a sip of water. I'm a little out of shape, guys. Sorry. I had the.
I just said sip of water, and he took a sip of water. That's fucking crazy. I feel like I'm speaking to Tyler Fisher through the screen. Oh my God.
COVID, so I have some breathing problems. The original kind.
Takes a sip.
No, I didn't get the vaccine because my pediatrician said I was too tiny, so that's the truth. Too risky. Too risky.
Do we still have takes a sip on here somewhere? Takes a sip.
Too fucking risky, you know? Like, sir, how tall are you right there? 6'6"? Yeah, this is what the fucking syringe looked like coming at me right there. Huh? That's the scale. You want 5 of these?
It's a syringe now.
Huh?
It's a syringe now.
Can't do.
A little bit of audience polling, yeah. So, you see how a creative genius like this, like Tyler Fisher, the mic stand can become anything for him. You know, us civilians, normal people who don't understand comedy, who just, you know, they live their shit lives. They can't understand that. To them, a mic stand is just an implement for holding an audio device. But a comedian has such a high IQ and such an outside-the-box brain that they can say, hey, that mic is a vaccine, it's a gun, it can be a huge cock. I mean, that's just exciting stuff. It's just wonderful to watch their brain work. You know, it's so cool to see the process of how they figure this stuff out. Tyler Fisher, just one of the best.
Look at that. It's tough, man. It's tough being a tiny guy. No one cares about the short struggle, right? People are like, you're just an oppressive white.
Can't believe Gutfeld let this go.
Man, I'm like, I can't even ride a roller coaster legally. I don't know what. I'm wearing kids' clothes, okay? Catching pedophiles all day, just walking around. Hey, little boy. Give me the candy. It's not a fun life. It's tough dating when you're small, you know? Like, I can't hit on a girl at a bar with these little legs. Are you kidding me? What's up, girl down here? What up?
More active.
Can I buy you a drink, baby? What's up? Barkeep, 2 milks, please, and whatever she wants.
Comedian Fox, number 13.
And now on the dating apps, they changed it so women can put their height requirements on it. Yeah.
Bingo!
I literally had to change my...
Schwepp, congratulations. Schwepp sweeps in with a bingo win and releases us briefly from Tyler Fisher. Bingo win for Schwepp. Schwepp, have you got a little link for us? Something to wet our whistle? Man, I'm glad because I'm professional and I'm not gonna laugh my head off at this stuff, okay? Because I'm very analytical. But I imagine you guys, where you're watching from various parts of Texas, you're losing your fucking minds. I mean, I know King Shaman is literally crying, laughing right now. And you can see why. You know, the mic can be so many things. The pandemic was such a hoax. It has quickly become one of the funniest things to laugh at. You know, that's the comedy now. Every good comic has a bit about how the pandemic was a fucking
Okay, we'll edit
complete
laughter in there.
conspiracy. Schwepp, thank you. Got Schwepp's video locked in. Let's get the bingo cards sent out to all of you. Congratulations, Schwepp. Ending the game, handing out the cards. Again, if you're driving, pull over, grab yourself a bingo card, put it on the infotainment screen, and play along with us. We've been streaming for about an hour now, so I'm getting a little more confident in watching some things that might completely take down the stream. So let's watch a little bit of Tom Shalhoub. Again, because I denied you Gutfeld this Monday. This is best of Tom Shalhoub doing Joe Biden.
No, I don't need any comeback. What are you talking about? I'm here, man. I don't need a comeback. I do things nobody else does. Did you ever try falling up a flight of stairs? Yeah. How about falling off a bike that's not moving? Try it. Doom. I got you, man. You know, I recovered from COVID like 40 times now. I feel great. Come on, man. Yeah, we come back.
Okay, so there's obviously some sort of fun Snapchat filter that they're using on Tom Shalhoub to make him look just like Joe Biden. And the first couple jokes are about, you know, how he fell up a flight of stairs and he's recovered from COVID. He says he recovered from COVID 40 times and he's fine. And then he coughs a little bit, which of course means he is not fine. Thanks for following, M. Watson.
You talking to me? You talking to me? That's an honest question, because if you're not talking to me, I'm talking to myself. And I don't do that, Jack!
No. I'm all about unity. I'm a unity.
See, they're already laughing. So, I mean, the main joke of a Joe Biden impression is that you're being Joe Biden, right? I mean, that's funny. Only Joe Biden is Joe Biden. So when someone else portrays Joe Biden, it's time to laugh, guys.
Okay, we'll edit laughter in there.
But what's the first letter of unity? U. That's the you do what I say. That's how it works, man. Come on. Did you ever try to put a Kevlar vest on a deer? That's no joke. Yeah. Tough guy with a gun. I got an F-15. I'm Top Gun. I'm Goose. I'm Iceman. The Iceman cometh. Global warming. It's no joke.
Was he actually drive? How many of you can say you can drive your car and do an impression at the same time? The answer is none of you.
I seen anger. I seen pain.
He plays
I seen
guitar
folks
too.
trying to fill their gas tank, trying to stay sane. I left all those folks living paycheck to paycheck out in the rain.
Wow.
And you know what I got to say? Come on, man.
Yeah.
So, let me just deconstruct. So that was a little bit of musical comedy, right? So he's got the joke is that he has a guitar. I think maybe also the joke is that Joe Biden doesn't play guitar. So seeing him play guitar is just gut-bustingly absurd, and you know, it's just not a normal activity for him. This is the best of Tom Shalhoub does Biden part 4. Excellent stuff.
As old as I am, then fly. As old as I am, then fly. I said it, I meant it. Pelly knew what I meant. I like that guy, Pelly. He throws those softballs straight over the plate. Oh, he's a softie. I haven't been stroked that gently since I was a Labrador Retriever. Did I ever tell you I was the only yellow lab lifeguard at an all-black lab pool in Delaware? That's a true story. And it's no joke. As old as I am, then fly.
Oh.
Shameless replay, thank you. Can someone let me borrow 4 bits? That was excellent. That's Tom Shalhoub with Joe Biden. Just about enough of that. Let's get doxxed, boys.
5 words.
Let's get the stream taken down.
Our stars beat your stars.
Okay. So I haven't watched this video. Oh shit, you guys went over, goddamn. You're at 63 bits. Sorry, 73 bits. Oh. This rant, Gutfeld is explaining that and by them they mean obviously us, the right. Our stars beat your stars. And by your we mean the left, right? So we've got, think about the right-wing stars. We got Tyler Fisher, Nicki Minaj, Kanye West, Kid Rock, Ted Nugent, Steven Seagal, Kirk Cameron, John Voight, Myles Anderson, professional joke explainer. Imagine a tour with all those guys. Chris Pratt, apparently, as well. Just good folks who love families. And who does the left have? Who does the left have? I can't even name one. I don't even know. I think they all died of vaccines years ago.
I am probably the president's #1 fan. And that's not going to change. And the hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more.
Is that more professional? Is it more professional to be like this? Is this better? Is this better for you guys? Is it better like this? Is this how the pros do it?
See, this is interesting, Kennedy, because I do think that when you're a Republican celebrity and you come out, for Trump, or in general, the risk actually energizes you.
The risk yes. Definitely.
The same way.
Can you imagine? Do you guys remember how your hands trembled when you first decided you would declare yourself MAGA and you put that hat on and you were like, here, and you put your gun in your back in holster and your MAGA hat on and you were like, I'm doing it. I'm fucking finally standing up for myself.
The comfort energizes like Springsteen or Dave Matthews or Stephen Colbert or Ariana Grande. They like the warmth when they say ice must get out, but it doesn't work on actual people who share the risk. It's like, you don't like what I'm doing, you're going to get more of it.
Yeah, and with...
Great point. The risk. Nobody talks about how good it feels to be the guy with the gun. Feels so much better, right? The left wing is all like, hey, stop killing people. But they don't get what it feels like to be killing people, which feels very powerful. Again, the trembling hands feels great. Feels great to be like, well, I know you feel all warm and cozy, but I will shoot you in the fucking head.
Celebrities who come out in support of President Trump, not just celebrities who are conservative, but celebrities, who kick this political hornet's nest, knowing that they can pay for it with record deals and endorsements and everything else because everything is so hyper politicized. She's like, yeah, I'm
Also, side note, I've turned this up as loud as I can.
going to bring my 5-foot-tall giant ass into the arena. And, you know, I'm going to be marred by the theoretical blood and sweat. And she's already got a net worth of $190 million.
Wow.
So I think it's
Wow.
a little easier for her than maybe some of the obscure Republican celebrities who, you know, are like, I would love to work again. Anyone? Yeah.
But
Congrats, Nicki Minaj, on the 190 million. Damn. She must be funny. She must be funny. Great stuff. And, you know, a lot of people find once you reach a certain wealth threshold, you start to realize a lot of Democrats are absolute fucking parasites. And, you know, and people in your family are parasites. And, you know, you give them money and they just won't agree with you all the time. And it's like, okay, I gave you money. I've financially helped you. That means you have to completely subjugate yourself to my politics. It's bizarre that Democrats don't understand that. They're very ungrateful people. Tom Shalhoub. This video, we're not going to watch this video now. We're going to go back to stand-up. But have you guys seen this? This just came out 8 hours ago. Jim Breuer exposes the truth about Cash Cab. You know, I thought, you know, for years, this is why you can't believe anything anymore, right? Cash Cab was a lifeline for me for years. I've always wanted to be on Cash Cab. As a Patreon member, DJ Chemix, yeah, you do have to blindly submit to me and my will. If your opinions differ than mine, don't. Keep them to yourself. And then destroy them. So take the opinion you have that's different, put it inside your body, and squish it. Just get rid of it. Thank you. You guys, let's get your bingo cards administered here. 20 players. Holy shit. This is the biggest round so far today. Schwepp is the chosen one. Well, well, well. And one of the most recent winner. Now, since we're playing fast and loose, recent divorcee, Mr. Schneider. Let's see if we could take off some bingos. Fox Nation, the premier stand-up comedy. Satella Disco gifted a tier 1 subscription to Office Hours Live. Ah. Very generous. Thank you. We got to get Tim on the bingus.
I voted for Trump in 2016. Let me explain. I know.
Politics right off the top. I voted for Trump in 2016. He knows his audience. I should start every stream by saying that just to get you guys clapping. Political rant number 44.
For some people, that's an issue. For some people, you know, I mean, first of all, you know, it was in California, and you know, I was right in the kitchen. Just right on my kitchen counter, I had the ballot. You know, because in California they mail you like 100 of them. You get in there, you know. I was filling it. Not all of them. I'm not.
That's a joke about the Democrats cheating in the elections, which they always do, especially in California. Very funny. I'm going to say skims the news on that one. This is going to be a news skim.
But I was filling out, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 at the most. That's all. Trump. Because here's the thing. I know the guy, you know. I don't know him well, but like, you know, I'm the only person you're ever going to be in the same room with who made a movie with Donald Trump. You know, Home Alone 2. Now,
humble brag plus Home Alone 2 did play on TV. We're gonna give you that one too.
We had
Can't say. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
to put him in it. It was his hotel. He's a big dude. He was just walking around in front of the camera like,
here we go. There it is, Trump impression.
Like, maybe if we put him in it, he'll go away. And we did. And he did. But anyway, I didn't think much about that after. So anyway, a few years after that thing, I appeared with him on the, you remember when like Trump decided, I'm gonna run for president, I'm gonna run, and then he was gonna do that, and then he didn't, you know, for a bunch of times. This is one of the times he didn't. So I was on The Tonight Show, and with Trump, he was the first guest, with Jay Leno, and I'm backstage with Jay, and he said like, you got any jokes about Donald Trump?
Great Jay Leno impression. Jay Leno name comedy. Remember comedy? Oh yeah. So if you guys, Jay Leno is a vehicle-based comedian who used to host the Tonight Show, and hang out with guys like Rob Schneider, Jeff Dunham, Tim Allen, all the best comedians working today. And he started out as a vehicle collector. NBC thought, this vehicle collector, he's got a lot of cars. Let's give him a show. And then he hosted that show for a while, which gave him even more automobile money. And now he hosts a show on YouTube about all the cool cars you can buy when you do stand up in the 90s.
Hey, you know, I said, no, nothing I want to say. No, you should say it. You should just say it. You know, I think, you should just say the joke. You know, it's a joke. You know, he's gonna know it's a joke. He's gonna know it's a joke. You know, we had some fun with it. Some fun. You know, it's a joke. Anyway, so we're doing the segment, and then Jay Leno sees there's some extra time, and he says, "What was that story you were saying about the Trump backstage? What are you saying? What was that about?" He's like, man. So then I had to say it, you know. I was like, well, you know, the difference between me and Donald Trump is when I got started, my daddy didn't give me $40 million. I swear to God, Trump looked right at me and went like, that's not true, that's a lie. You're a liar, liar, liar.
There it is.
Liar. It's not true, it's not true. He just lied. I was like, whatever, you know.
Was that a Michael Madsen impression? Like, I'm not, a little bit of body comedy, but that's part of the Trump impression. Ivan Top Gun says, why would they release this shit? I don't know what you mean. If by this shit you mean excellent comedy, I understand. If you mean this shit in the negative sense, I think you just have to pay a bit closer attention.
So it was a few years after that, I don't know, 5, 7, I don't know, 10 years after, I went through a divorce and I was really depressed, and I wasn't leaving.
Oh no, poor Rob. Rob went through a divorce. He's talking about a previous divorce? Oh man. You guys, if you have a chance to throw a couple bucks his way.
In my house or anything.
He's going to be doing a lot of stand-up in the next few years. You're going to have a lot of chances to see this guy.
My publicist was worried about me. She said, listen, just get out of your house. Just go to this event. They'll have your name. You'll have fun. Just you need to get out. I was like, And I went to this place, and there's all these people and cars and cameras, you know, and I went up to the place and I said, yeah, Rob Schneider. And she said, oh yeah, here you go. And she handed me this thing. I said, Rob Schneider, judge. I said, what? What is this?
Congratulations, Beazle Dwarf, becoming a gig comedian. That's the first step.
It's the Miss USA pageant. And I'm a judge. And you know who owns it? Donald Trump owns the whole thing. You know how like rich guys with the rich, you know, they get like 2 homes, you know, and a boat or something, you know? If you're really, really, really rich, you get like a sports team or...
Miss USA. Okay. Miss USA is a beauty pageant. A beauty pageant is an American tradition where they bring together all of the hottest babes and they grade them on how hot they are. And sometimes they have like a talent, or like they do like a speech or some other like little exhibition thing. But it's just part of a tradition of like displaying how hot they are, and then hopefully a very wealthy man will bestow a good life upon them in exchange for being humped a lot. Long story, yes. They don't have a Mr. USA, which some think it might be a double standard.
For Donald Trump, it's like he really wants to be like with, this, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I get my little thing, and then they whisk me in the back room. In the back room, and Donald Trump comes in and he says, "Hey, listen, vote for whoever you want. I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for. Vote who you want. I don't care. I'm not gonna tell you. You vote who you want. But, if you love your country, like I love my country, if you love your country, if you're a patriot, then you're gonna vote for the blonde from Texas with big you're gonna vote for her. Okay? Yeah.
Hey.
America could win Miss Universe. You want America to win, right? Vote who you want. So
big laugh, great impression. Funny scene, yeah. I'll give you a funny scene again. This is kind of a long story. He's sort of building up to the punchline here. He's at the beauty pageant.
I was like, I'll vote for whoever you want. I didn't even know I was going to be here an hour ago, So I vote for, where do I fill it out? Can I go now, And then we had to meet the contestants who came in. It's like, all right, we know who we're supposed to vote for. And then this other contestant came in, and she was the opposite of a blonde with big. She's the opposite of a blonde, the other spectrum, like over here, that, you know what I'm saying? So
what's the opposite of a blonde with big tits? See if you can guess. What do you think? What's the opposite of a blonde with big tits? A brunette with tiny tits? I don't know. I've never thought of this before. I didn't know that there was opposites. I didn't know it was like a physics question. A Mexican with a big ass. That's a good guess.
Anyway, and she came in and said, listen, I didn't even want to do this. I go, yeah? Yeah, I just my friends told me I'm pretty and I should do it. Who knows? I might get lucky. I've got 1 year more of medical school. And if I win this, it's $100,000 to pay for medical school, become a doctor. And we're like, well, let's give it to her, I mean, it's like, it doesn't make us better people. I mean, you guys would have done the exact same thing. You would have done the exact same thing. The blonde with the big she's going to find, a Trump one. Well, she already did find Trump. She found the guy. Obviously, they found each other. But this girl who can actually help people in her life, become a doctor. So we voted, and she won Miss USA, And so they took us back after, and Donald Trump was not happy with the results of the vote.
Voice.
You don't love your country. You don't. You're a loser. Now we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose to China. We're gonna lose to
China. Great stuff. He's so. I'm gonna say this now. This is a bit of remember comedy. Okay, I've already checked that out because sometimes there's certain Trump phrases. Now there's too many to count now. I don't know when this came out. Let me just see here. 2 years ago. Right, but you remember there are certain Trump phrases that everybody knew, everybody loved back in the first term of Trump when it was very funny that he was president, and he'd say things like China and billions and a couple other phrases that he had Kafife. Yes, exactly. Grabbed by the pussy. I moved on her like a bitch. Great stuff. Things we all had a good laugh over. And a lot of comics, you could just say stuff like that, and the crowd would go nuts. You're fired like a dog. People love that. They love that stuff. Huge. Thank you, Chad. You guys remember all his best bits. Big fans of the guy. Your wife, I love the poorly educated. Ted Cruz's wife is a disgusting, mangy dog, and I wouldn't fuck her with a 10-foot pole. Thank you, Ted. King Shaman, thank you.
Loser, thank you. You don't love your country. You don't. I do. You don't. China, we're gonna lose.
China. C for China. I can spell.
So I was walking out of there, and I felt bad,
King
I
Shaman.
felt bad, and I went up to him and I said, listen.
King Shaman's a very successful guy. Very beautiful guy. Great pair of tits. Number one tits. Thank you for the impression. Don't like him. King Shaman gets on my nerves. I don't like the guy. But he's very successful, and I respect him. But I don't like him. But I think he's a very successful guy. He's doing a lot of big things. I don't like him. We'll see. We're looking into it.
Donald, I'm sorry that you didn't get the girl that you wanted. I know it seemed like it meant a lot to you, and I'm sorry. But also, I'm sorry for that joke I said about you on Leno. And he looked at me and said, what joke?
Oh, no.
It's not important. You know what I said. No, I like jokes. What was the joke? Tell me. The joke. Well, you didn't like it the first time. You didn't. So, tell me. It was just the differences, From what? Between you and me, Which is what? My daddy didn't give me $40 million to get started. Like yours. I swear to God, he looked right at me and said, I hate you now. I do. I hate you. I hate you. Loser.
You're fired. You're done.
China, I hate you.
China, I hate you. Billions, pussy. Huge. Biggest victory. This is so great. What a great punchline, because all of the Trump phrases are coming back again at the very end.
And I was like, whatever. It's not like you're ever going to be president of the United States.
And then he was, and the crowd, hey, and that's a great. So the crowd is, let me just talk about, look at this. Sign up for Woke Up in America, and look at the E is falling off woke, because he's dismantling woke, because it is a stupid ideology that is on the way out. So let's just analyze that said, right? He starts telling a story. When you're telling a story about meeting or interacting with a famous person in America, the crowd is going to be enraptured, almost like you're doing a sermon. You're almost like you're talking about how an angel visited you, right? Because famous people in the United States, here where I am, are revered. They're aristocrats. They're religious leaders. They're medical professionals for us. We get all our information. If you have less than 1 million people talking about you, shut the fuck up, But if someone's telling a story about a guy as famous as Donald Trump, you can hear a pin drop in that room because people are like, wow, he got to speak with not only the famous businessman, but our now President Trump. And that interaction, I mean, people are going to be hanging on your every word and then bringing up all the famous Trump bits as a closer, as a wrap up to that story is so great. The Trump impression left a little to be desired, kind of sounded not like him, but it doesn't matter because, again, the respect for the celebrity is there always. It flows through you. All right, well, let's get to some more stand-up comedy here. Quick, who's going to answer first in the chat? Do we want Jeff Dye or do we want Tyler Fisher? Who are we going back to for stand-up bingo? I'm watching the chat closely. Who's gonna say it first? Tyler Fisher. All right, Feeney, we're back.
My height to millimeters just to trick women into dating me. Like, oh, he's 3,000 millimeters. That sounds tall. Must be European. I think that's how they do it there. And here's a little secret.
Was that fucking guy wearing a mask? Was that guy? Oh my! Wait one second here. There's someone in the crowd. Can you fucking believe the nerve? That's a pandemic supporter. There's a pandemic supporter in his crowd. Oh, man, they are gonna get it. They're gonna get it big time. That is a risk. Why would you keep supporting the pandemic after all it did to us? After all the lost nightclub revenue.
And here's a little secret, ladies. Tiny guys, better at sex. Hear me out.
Comedian
Hear me
Flex
out.
13.
A, we're just more desperate, okay? We'll do filthy things to you. We'll do anything. Limited option. We only get one shot a year. We're going in.
We're going to get some self-deprecation.
She knows what I'm talking.
This is true, says the lady. That's funny. Crowd says something. Okay, we're back in it. Crowd says something funny. She says, this is true. Also, self-deprecation. Where are we looking here? We're self-deprecating. I can't find it. There we go. 54.
About, right? We can reach places.
His name is One. Congratulations on the bingo win. Holy shit. You were waiting for that. His name is One with the bingo. Congratulations. Get your link in the chat. Damn. Good win. Excellent win. Get your chat for us here. Thank you. Okay. Whoa. This is a long video. We'll check it out. Guys, we have 15 minutes left for the stream, so I'm going to move on to our viewer videos and potentially some more of my bullshit that I've dug up for you. Maybe we'll find out the truth about Cash Cab if we've got time. Let us go. Here we go. First viewer video. Oh shit. So this is Joe Rogan. I know it's hard to tell, but this is before he was a big success and expanded horizontally. And his head was much smaller back then. And he's not as red as he is now.
The M word too much for my girlfriend, you know what I'm talking about? She brings up marriage a little bit too much, and it's, I can't even hear that word. I hear the word marriage, my brain just shuts off. It's like, marriage, click! Every word after marriage is...
That's just a good joke about, this is just doing a woman impression, right? Women, very annoying people, and they sound like just little chirping, annoying little goblins. So we can all relate to that. That's very funny. And they always want to get married too. They always want to get married because they want your money. They want your money.
I think so. I'm like, that's like a contract. I signed this. I can't have sex with other girls for the rest of my life. And I gotta buy you a ring.
Bad deal.
Like, that deal sucks.
Yeah.
I've been hearing the M word too much from my girl.
Yeah, and that's a good conclusion to that bit. Fuck that, eh, boys? I think they cut the video before you can hear the applause break there. But if I was in the audience, I'd be going, "Fuck yeah, Joe! Bitches be trying to sneak. They be trying to trick you, just like them sirens." Cat versus bird. Is this a comedy video or is this going to be a nature video? This is pretty blurry. So this is a very delicate game of chess here, right? We've got the birds. So if you were to birds, high intelligence, low HP, high dexterity. I'd say medium dexterity. They also have the power of flight. A cat, though, not as smart, but they're stronger. They're also probably faster. It's hard to say who we're cheering for here. The thing is, I feel like if the bird wins, the cat's gonna get pecked. But if the cat wins, that bird's gonna be strewn in pieces everywhere. So I'm gonna say the birds are probably gonna win because the cats can only really win if they have the element of surprise. But the birds have eyes on the cat here. And also, there's multiple birds at this point. And multiple cats. 2v2. It's hard to tell what the birds want here. But that's always the case with birds, isn't it? Yeah, you'll find that. And it appears the cats are also enemies. So the birds are dividing and conquering here. It's cat versus cat. Oh shit. Close your eyes. I believe the birds are inciting the violence, driving the cats against themselves. See, the birds are like the media, and the cats are like you and me. Yeah, see the birds. The birds are trying to spread the violence. It's tough to say how this is going to go. Oh, and they're back at it. They're back at it. Look at that. This is probably the longest I've watched the video. I can't stop. So what did we learn from this? What did we learn from this, guys? Don't let birds divide us. Don't let birds divide you. If you find you're out in the street and a bird starts swooping on you, it's because it's trying to incite violence. Don't let them do it. Birds are Democrats. Okay, what the hell is this? Insomniac television series, season 3, episode 14. Hey, Lionel, Vicky Barbalak, comedy, Gene Anderson.
Stay awake for an electrifying night of laughter, music, and comedy with the original bad girl of comedy and the star of stage and screen.
Well, AI voice to start. Good start.
Lunel. President of her trailer park, HOA, stand-up comedian Vicky Barbalak shares her recipe for beer can turkey. Lifetime member of the P-Funk Parliament family, Poo-Poo Man Gene Anderson lays down the funk.
What is this?
Dance music by DJ Aspen and the Dancing Not Ready for Bedtime players. Keep the party moving and grooving with master puppeteer Freddie Spencer. To get the show started and to round up our comedy rodeo, the ambassador of fun and the host of Insomniac Television, Jonathan Scott.
Hey everybody, Jonathan Scott, welcome to Inside.
First of all, just a little note for Brian here. Let's just stop. Look at the aliasing on this curve. You know, Brian, can you leave that in? When we have logos, when we have graphics, I want to see some jagged fucking graphics, all right? Stop smoothing them out. Goddamn amateur.
Hey everybody, Jonathan Scott, welcome to Insomniac Television, the show that asks the musical question, did you bring the funk? Well, we sure hope you did.
Did you hear that guy in the background say yes immediately? Did you bring the funk? Yes. Sounds like he's at the border. Excuse me, do you have the funk for me? Yes. And how long will you be funking for? About 6 days. And when will you be returning the funk? 6 days from now. Next Tuesday, I'll be returning the funk.
Show that asks the musical question, did you bring the funk? Well, we sure hope you did.
Yes.
We put together a great show for you today. If you're watching after Saturday Night Live, we hope that you found it funny. And if you found us...
Oh, look there's Marilyn Monroe. Look at that. He's decorated this place like a chain restaurant. That's so sick.
On the metaverse, thank you so much. We hope that you like the show and share it on all the socials.
You say this is on the metaverse?
I've told the story before that I started in Chicago at Second City, and my friends, we talk about being from the street. I was a Rush Street kind of a guy, and back in the 80s, it was season 6 on Saturday Night Live. Joe Piscopo was on with a young guy that was his partner in comedy named Eddie Murphy. And they were on for 4 seasons together. And when he came out to Las Vegas, I came out with my friends. And Joe was playing at the Las Vegas Hilton. And I had a cigar magazine at the time. And Jack Daniels was my big...
I had a cigar mag. Is this guy from a Tim Robinson sketch?
Biggest sponsor. And they asked me if I can get Jack Daniels as a sponsor for Joe Piscopo's show. By the time I got Jack Daniels to say yes...
I had a cigar magazine at the time.
For some reason, I don't know why, but Piscopo ended his run. He left, and I stayed for 10 years. over at the Las Vegas Hilton. Why do I bring that up? Because our guest tonight is one of the original bad girls of comedy. Say hello to Lunel.
Not one of the original.
The original bad girl of comedy.
That's right.
Lunel starred in Eddie Murphy's movie Coming to America 2.
And Dolomite.
My name is Dolomite.
Dolomite is my name.
I keep getting that wrong.
That's
I
all
keep
right.
getting
I'm here to
it
correct
wrong.
you. I'm here to correct you.
Lunel stars in her own Netflix special.
Did this lady say you're white? You don't ever accuse someone of that.
I'm here to correct you.
Lunel stars. Keep getting that wrong.
That's
I
all
keep
right.
getting
I'm here to
it
correct
wrong.
you. I'm here to correct you.
You're white. Or she say you're right.
Lunel stars in her own Netflix special called Town Business.
Period.
Like taking care of business, but town business.
Mm-hmm.
In Las Vegas, we have superstars. We've got Cher, we've got Sting, we've got Bono. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Lunel.
Amen. Yeah.
Our returning champion and president of the Las Vegas Estates Trailer Park, Vicky
you.
Barbalas.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And here to lay down the funk, singer-songwriter, author, lifetime member of the P-Funk George Clinton Parliament family, the one and only Poo-Poo Man, Gene Anderson.
The Poo-Poo Man.
Hey, give up the fun. Oh, we need the fun. Uh-huh. Gotta have that fun. The fun.
Now this is...
Well, I will save this for further research. Thank you for this submission. I'm going to have to look these people up. And if they do, in fact, have infinity pools, they might be eligible for some joke explaining. This is what Australians are like. Is this your link of you would have won? Amy's twitching, burning links in the chat. No faith. No faith for a bingo victory in the future. Just firing out links. You crazy? Are you crazy? That is quite... I'll skim through. I'll take a skim. Take a skim around the block. I don't want to spoil anything.
4 million, 2 days, 2 properties. Play at Palms Casino Resort or Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel in California for your chance to become a millionaire. Club Serrano members can earn entries by playing through December 1st. Join us at Yamava Resort and Casino for a 2-day finale where one lucky person will win $1 million on November 30th. Then, on December 1st, 1,300 people will win their share of over 2.
Now available at May Daly's Fine Steaks and Whiskeys.
God, I love Vegas. You literally can't lose when you're there. Look at that meat. Oh. Are they eating chicken strips? Holy fuck, I gotta get down there.
And now with his newest hit song, the one and only Poo-Poo Man Gene Anderson.
It was at 3 o'clock in the morning, or maybe 4. I heard someone knocking on my front door. I went through the window and peeped through the blind. The sweet young thing, she sure looked fine. I asked her, hey, what can I do? Baby, what can I do for you?
How much in the chat? I know I can't reproduce these, I don't think, legally. How much would you guys pay Poo Poo Man for this necklace? How much would you buy that for? I'd give him a solid $30 for that. I'd give him $30. $20 to Tala Disco, 10 grand, 46,000. Damn. So, yeah, you have to earn it through the poo poo? Maybe. This is an extraordinary find. I will definitely do some investigating after this. How many views does this have? 108 views? Who submitted this? Is this his name is one? Who did this? This is some vintage YouTube investigative journalism. His name is One. Thank you for your service. I'll be saving this. Who did this? 108 views. Wow, this is a world premiere. I think we just almost doubled the views of this video just by all of us swarming in here. One more time for a little bit of a moment of zen for the end of the stream. And another thank to Vic Berger and the Office Hours team for giving us a shout out. Excellent stuff. Amy, drop it in the Discord. Drop it in the Discord. You guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on Monday for Gutfeld Monday. Also, we're going to be doing a Patreon hangout tomorrow afternoon, Saturday. I'm going to put the link up and link it in the Patreon and do a notification in the Discord. Brian will be here to field all your questions about my mistreatment of him. So I'll see you all tomorrow and on Monday. Thank you for bowling with us. Bye-bye.